Alongside Enoch Mwamba, Matt Dunigan, Jim Barker, and they didn't make it easy on themselves. It got a little dicey in the end there, but the Hamilton Tiger Cats finally get their first win of the season and beating their arch rivals in the process as well. A team that had beat them 6 straight games, 5 of those wins wire to wire, and the Ticats end up winning this one wire to wire. Maddie, it took everything from the Tiger Cats. Special teams, offense, defense, all 3 phases. Yeah,
learning how to win those close games against your arch rival. It's not an easy thing to do, and it took everybody. As you say, Kate, every band up, let's make it happen. And, you know, this is the last play of the football game, and poor clock management by Nick Arbuckle there after a timeout, and they refused a penalty, and the clock rolls right away, and Nick's in the huddle as the clock's running down, and he's got to chunk that one up. So, but you look at the Hamilton Tiger Cats and what they're able to do. I thought that the week off was huge for this football team. They had fresh legs. They wanted it more, it seemed like, for a good portion of this football game. And Lee Trey gets a beautiful block here. A little mishap by Sopik as he slips on the attempted block and comes in free, sets up an easy one. And then pressure up front, and ball's batted out, gimme touchdown. Look, Hamilton's being gifted some points here. Toronto's got to get it out of their own way, and they can't do it. And then this here, some really weak tackling throughout the football game, and Hamilton took full advantage, Enoch.
No, absolutely. And you look at James Butler. He was the one who ignited this offense in Hamilton tonight. And so they needed him to show up, and he showed up. Bo Levi Mitchell didn't really need to do too much tonight. 270 yards passing tonight. He didn't need to do too much, but James Butler led the attack on offense. You look at the defense. They showed up. Dwayne Hendricks and Jamal Peters, coach, we talked about physicality. He was the most physical player on this defense, really on this team, this whole night on the field. And you look at the defense, how they were playing the whole night. They showed up. They put pressure on Cam Dukes, so much so that we had to go and see Nick Arbuckle. And so if they continue to play this way from a defensive perspective, I think Bo Levi Mitchell can get used to that.
Well, Hamilton won this game with great field position, which came through great special teams. The first half was just outstanding special teams by every special team in Hamilton, which you say, why is that a big thing? Well, 3 weeks ago, they fired their special teams coach. They have a brand new special teams coach. They get a week off, and they come out, and they actually lit it up special teams-wise until the last return by Grant, which made it a
does that to a lot of people, right?
3
weeks in a row.
He does. The other things you have to do is win the turnover battle, which they won the turnover battle tonight against the Argos. The other thing we talked about was they took a lot of offensive penalties. They led the league in offensive penalties, getting themselves into a lot of 2nd and 20s. They kept themselves out of that. They won the penalty battle. They took only 3 penalties all evening. So, again, this was a great win for the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Well, and as we said, too, it didn't have to really rely on the shoulders of Bo Levi Mitchell, but a very efficient game, to say the least. He's now 13-2 as a starter against the Toronto Argonauts. And the great news for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, up next, it's the Edmonton Elks as we send it back to SportsCenter.